How about dun sa PhilRem? I'll ask you the same question kay Ms. Salud. Did you pay DST, documentary stamp tax, on the transactions that went through your yung remittances ho?
Yes, Your Honor. We pay our taxes.
Would you be willing to share with the committee the payments you made on these transactions? You mentioned at least 3 transactions earlier, like the 29 million remitted to Soler, the 21 million remitted to Eastern Hawaii, and the 30 million cash to Waikang. You have documents to prove your payment, oh?
Your Honor, I have to get back to my records in the office.
Okay. Mr. Chair, could we flag that question for later reference or for the next hearing? I might forget. So, yeah. Anyway, since we're on PhilRem already, it seems na lumalabas ho dito, Mr. Chair, na dumaan lahat ng 81 million sa inyo. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And magkano ang lumabas? May naiwan ho ba sa inyo bukod sa nasabi yung earlier na nagsumingil ho kayo ng 500 peso transaction fee? May
Wala.
naiwan ho ba?
Wala po, Your
So
Honor.
magkano ho ang nilabas ninyo? $81 million din ho ba?
Hindi po. Can I see? 80, dali. 80,884,641.63, Your Honor.
Pakiulit ho. 80 million.
80,884,641.63, Your Honor.
So there is at least 116,000 there. Saan ho napunta yung ano? That is
Your
from
Honor,
81 million that
yan
came
lang,
in. Yeah.
Hindi, yan lang po ang pumasok sa account namin.
That's dollars. $80
Opo.
million.
Opo.
Yun ang pumasok. Yun din ang lumabas.
Opo, sir.
So minus 500 pesos lang. Yun lang. Okay. Anong average transaction value po ng business ninyo? Like on a weekly or a monthly basis?
Your Honor, I process roughly 100,000 transactions every month. Transactions for remittances.
Yes, the peso value. Oh. Average lang on the average. Doesn't have to be an exact figure, just to get an idea of how large the business is.
Well, per transaction, an average of $500.
Per transaction. And so, on a weekly basis, how much would you say you process? Oh.
Your Honor, can I check my records?
Sige, sige.
Yes.
It's okay, yeah.
I will, yeah.
Yeah.
I will.
You can get back to us.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oo. Mr. Chair, my next question is, nakaremit na ba kayo sa casino dati? Or is this the first time that you ever remitted to a casino when you gave 29 million to Bloomberry?
No, Your Honor, pag ang beneficiary ho ng remittance namin is a casino, then we have done that before.
I understand your answer, but my question is, have you ever remitted before your 29 million peso remittance to Bloomberry? Nakaremit na ba kayo sa mga casino dati?
Opo, yes, Your
Mga
Honor.
ilang beses?
I'll have to check my records, Your Honor.
We'll not hold you accountable for it because, as you said, you will check your records. But is it more than once, twice, thrice?
More than twice.
More than twice. Less than 10? More than 10.
I have to check my records,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Right. Are you at liberty to tell us which casinos you remitted them to? And were the amounts, ganun ba kalaki yung mga halaga?
I have to check my
Oo.
records.
Yung mga halaga, ganun din kalaki?
I have to
29,
check.
30 million?
Yeah, I have to check, Your
Okay,
Honor.
Mr. Chairman, let's just note that the witness said she will check her records and we will
Yes, Your Honor.
ask her for those next time. Do you know Mr. Kim Wong?
I've seen him socially,
Socially?
Your Honor. Yes.
Met him a number of times?
Introduced probably once or twice, long time ago.
Okay. I'd like to ask the AMLAC, go back to the AMLAC kay Attorney Abad, Mr. Chair. Tama ho ba yung invocation ni PhilRem of Article 9 of the Anti-Money Laundering Act, that they cannot talk about certain transactions because my understanding of Section 9 of the Anti-Money Laundering Act is that it is, ang purpose nun is para hindi madispalko yung pondo habang inimbestigahan eh. But in this case, ibig sabihin, nag-file ng report yung covered institution. May suspicious, may covered transaction dito. Hindi niya dapat sasabihin kanino yon para hindi madispalko yung pera, di ba? Pero in this case, mukhang nadispalko na eh.
No,
So is that a good law?
that is correct. Well, under Section 9C of Republic Act 9160, covered institutions are prohibited from disclosing any information as far as the submission of suspicious transaction or covered transaction reports is concerned. This is not just to prevent unnecessary dissipation of funds that may be subject of the report, but also to protect the covered institutions who submitted the report. Because if the account holders or the depositors, for example, would know that the covered institution submitted a report pertaining to his or her transaction, then the account holder or the depositor would lose its trust and confidence in the covered institution. So just to keep everything confidential, Your Honor, that's the purpose of Section 9C of the AMLA.
But in this case, the covered institution is already out in the open and has already testified as to the money. She's testified that there's a sender, there is a beneficiary. So I'm just wondering if the purpose of the law still holds. Because ang purpose ito in aid of legislation, di ba? So should we specify that this will only apply before or while the money is still within Philippine jurisdiction?
That applies at all times, Your Honor. Whether the money is still intact or not, that provision applies, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll go back to PhilRem. Sabi nyo may sender tsaka may beneficiary. So klaro namin sino yung beneficiary mo, yung 29 million to Soler, 21 million to Eastern, 30 million to Waykang. Ang sender mo is si Miss Maya Digito. Tama ho ba yun?
Your Honor, ang sender po namin,
Sino ang katransaksyon ninyo? Sino kausap nyo? Sino nagbigay ng instruction sa inyo?
ang katransaksyon ho namin is yung branch manager.
So that's Miss Maya nga.
Yes.
Miss Maya. But she's denying that.
but-
Do you have any proof as to
Wait.
dun sa ano niya? Oh, sige, go ahead. Go ahead. Oh.
No. I'm just saying that when she called us, she told us about her client, Mr. William Go. So, knowing that she told us that the funds are already in his account and that she will be transacting with us, because we are allowed to have a third-party reliance, meaning, may I read? AMLC Rule 9A11, subject to the rules promulgated for the purpose by supervising authorities where a third party has already conducted the requisite face-to-face contact and the identification requirements on its own customers in accordance with these rules and its own money laundering and terrorist financing prevention program. A covered institution may rely on the representation of the third party that it has already undertaken said face-to-face contact and customer identification requirements.
So you relied on the bank, basically?
Yes, Your
Oo.
Honor.
That they were speaking for Mr. William Go.
Yes, Your Honor.
But sino ang, how were the instructions given to you? Written, text ba, may sulat ba? For you to send that kind of money?
She sent it to me over the phone.
So phone conversation?
Yes, Your Honor.
All of this, lahat po? Itong 29 million kay
Yes,
Soler?
Your Honor.
Okay. Do you remember what date it was? Sabay-sabay ba yan? Ibang...
No, Your Honor. It was between February 5 to 13.
Would you remember how many phone conversations you had?
No, Your Honor. I don't remember, but I can check.
Why did you feel, ako sa akin lang as an outsider to all of these transactions, parang, wouldn't it be prudent to require something in writing? Di ba, Kasi you're talking about big amounts of money eh. Papayag ba kayo na, ito 30 million pesos, parang gano'n. 30 million dollars. Telepono lang, gano'n lang.
Your Honor,
You've transacted with her before?
yes, Your Honor.
And similarly large
And
amounts?
she is representing the RCBC Bank. So
So you're used to dealing just over the phone? Kahit wala nang written notices?
yes, Your Honor.
Kahit yung mga unang transaksyon nyo, walang written? You never had any written instructions?
No, yes, Your Honor.
Always over the phone?
Walang resibo ba yan? Walang pinipirman that I received the money?
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor, meron.
So there's a document.
Yes, Your Honor.
Where is
Dun
the
sa beneficiary.
Correct. Where is the document today?
We have it in our record.
You could provide the committee a copy of
Yes,
this document.
yes, Your Honor.
Sino ang nakapirma dun sa document? Yung, you're talking about, I think,
The
Senator
cash.
Recto, she is talking about the receipt, when it's received by the beneficiaries. But we're asking about her receipt from the sender. Oo.
It's a receipt from the beneficiary kung wala naman yung isa. So there's at least one document.
But
we look at.
I think for our purposes, we're concerned about both the origin of the money and the proceeds. So I think we need documents on both ends. Oo. So yun dun sa sending party ho, wala talagang sulat ho yun.
Wala, over the phone lang, Your Honor.
Okay, okay. So sino nagbayad sa'yo ng 500 pesos? Oh, at saka nag-issue ba kayo ng resibo doon sa 500 pesos?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sino ang nagbayad ho sa inyo noon at kanino nyo pong in-issue yung resibo?
Sa branch manager po, para sa client niya.
So in her name?
No, in the name,
in the name of
her
RCBC?
client. No, her
Okay.
client.
Just can you furnish us those, in the name of her client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi, yun yung tinanggap.
Yun yung nagpadala.
Mhm.
Opo.
Okay. Si Mr. Go na he denies,
Yes, Your Honor.
sige.